Hey everybody, Matthew Morris. Today is Thursday, December 10th, which means it's time for another weekly shop update. So what's been going on in the shop this week? Well, the first thing I want to talk about is something I'm really excited about, which is I signed the contract about a month ago or so with Popular Woodworking to provide some of my content onto their Popular Woodworking University site. So the first class that we're going to collaborate on together is the Gamble House side table. Now I'll have a link in the description to jump over to their website and check out the class. Now the class is the same class that I have on my site as well, and for everybody who's already purchased the class or has a subscription, you're not going to lose access to it. It's still available now and in the future. However, if you are in the Popular Woodworking world, you have an online subscription to the magazine, you somehow purchase product from them, be it videos or these classes at the Popular Woodworking University site. This is a great way for you to stay and keep everything in their world. So if you already have your credit card stored, your username, password, all that stuff, everything is in their world. So that's a big benefit to you. Another big benefit to you is that I worked with them to get some other additional content for this class. So what we did was we looked at the class and we found, well, where are some other videos that I've made that would really help supplement some of the learning here? So for instance, there's a whole bunch of quick tips that I've done that really can apply to that project. So we've taken those quick tips, put them in order into the different chapters of the project to enable you guys to get all that learning, all that information in one spot, so you can say, hey, this quick tip is great for helping me glue up my rails so they're flat to the legs, and that's there. So, and there's multiple ones of those, not just one or two, but there's a whole bunch, and that's a really good benefit as well. Now the other big benefit of this is during the time period the class runs. Let me step back and explain this. So for them, their class runs from a certain period of time, a beginning and an end. And you cannot purchase that class after the class ends. However, if you purchase it during the time frame that they've set up, you have access to it forever, as well as the plans forever. But during this time frame, what happens is if you guys are working on it, you have a question, that comes directly to me. I jump into their online learning environment and I answer those questions and send them off to you. And there's so we can interact there on their platform. Again, I will have a link in the description so you can jump over to their site and sign up. I'll also have a link in the description as well as a card on YouTube so you can go and check out that preview video for the class here on YouTube. And if you're interested, head on over to Popular Woodworking University and sign up. Now, along with this, we've been talking about what is the next class we should run together. So you guys know what content I've done. So why don't you head over to those project videos. I'll have a link in the description for that, for the playlist where I have all the previews for the projects, and take a look and tell me what class you think we should do next. If you have any ideas for any classes, put those in the comments as well. That'd be really appreciated by me and them as well. So that's really cool. Fun stuff there. So now let's talk about what's been going on in the shop this week. So the first thing I did was to bring down the thickness of the drawer front so that the drawers will fit flush to both sides of the coffee table. Now the drawers flush to both sides of the coffee table. I was then able to head over to the router table and with a 1/4 inch router bit create a groove in the drawer fronts with that router bit, and it's a little bit deeper than a 1/4 of an inch. And then I was able to take the drawer fronts and put them together and then transfer the ends of these grooves to the drawer sides. And with that transferred, I was able to then go over to the router table, and using lines that I've made on my fence, I could drop my piece down and route across and then pull it back up so that I can create a groove on my drawer sides. With the groove made, I headed over to the bench and I squared that groove up. The drawer bottoms on this are a bit different because I have put a divider in the drawer bottoms. So this divider here is a piece of mahogany that was milled up so that the stub tenon here will go directly into the side of one of the, into the drawer sides. And what happens is this helps to get this case squared up, and it'll help keep it nice and square over the course of its life, as well as provide additional support along the length. So then when this goes in here, let's take it out for a second. These plywood drawer bottoms, I've cut, there's two, and they have continual grain on them. They go inside of the divider as well. Oh, I also cut these guys to length. Took a bronze spacer, and I took that to the front of my drawer fronts, transferred a line across, and then cut these guys to length. And the next step on these is to round over all of these corners so that when it protrudes from the front, these corners are all nice and rounded over, and there's a kind of a pillow effect to the front of these as well. So that has not been done yet. That is on task for this next week. I also released another video this week, which was how showed you step by step how I cut the joint or built the jig, so a sled, and then used plywood blocks to, in this case, the wrong piece for the wrong side. I have them all labeled, but anyways, to cut this joint right here. So I have a link to that over here. With that done, let me show you the new toy for the shop. All right, let's check it out. This is the Veritas shooting plane. It's the right-handed one, and this little guy here with the S means it's seconds, right? So for Cyber Monday, Lee Valley had their sale, and I picked up one of these guys with the PV M11 blade in it. So I have not opened this yet. So let's open this guy up. So this is the little instruction manual for the Veritas shooting plane. To prevent damage during shipping, the tote of the Veritas shooting plane is intentionally left loose. This is the PMV 11 blade. It's not inside of the actual plane itself. They shipped it loose. Let's see what else is in here. An Allen wrench. All right. So here's that tote. As they said, it's loose. It has multiple positions, and there's a little knob here in the back that you can tighten it down with. All the adjustments for the mouth is right here. There's set screws here on the top, and there's set screws on the bottom as well. Okay, and the back here, this handle has an Allen wrench. So this is kind of loose right now. I did it by hand, but with the Allen wrench, you can tighten this up. That's pretty much it for this week. It's been a really good week here in the shop. And for all of you guys out there working in your shops, I hope that it's nice and warm in your shop. Now that's my question of the week to you, is how do you heat your shop? For me, I have a heater in the corner. It takes 220, and in about 15-20 minutes or so, it can get this place up 10-15 degrees, give it a good hour, and you can be sunbathing here. It feels so warm. So it does a really good job. But how do you guys heat your shop in the winter? So as always, please subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, and if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. If you're watching this video on Facebook, hit the like button, share it on your timeline, and jump over to the Wood Studio page on Facebook and like the page to get updates on in your Facebook feed. And as always, Have a great week in the shop.